we decided to do the deal with Rockefeller because now Rockefeller is solid.
Right.
We did the deal with them, and the reason why we did the deal with them, even though they were two guys from the street, in our heads, because we grew up taking care of each other, it seemed like those guys were taking care of each other. And that's how Jay-Z became the Jay-Z that we know now, and Dame Dash made $300 million every 3 months.
Wow.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how that happened in our heads, is the fact that they did it together. And if you make it rich, or you make it from point A to another point with somebody, you never turn your back on them, because there's got to be a reason why it didn't happen before when you were trying to do it by yourself. And so we did the deal. Now, once we did the deal, we didn't realize that they had some internal problems.
Right.
We didn't know that. So once they fell out, then we just kind of backed up and had a meeting with Dame. Dame offered me a shitload of money. I didn't want it because Jay wasn't involved. Had the next meeting with Jay. He offered me a little more than a shitload of money, and I didn't want to take it because it didn't feel right. Like, here's my thought: if you can shit on somebody that turns you into something special, what will you do to me?
Wow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
saying? Deep.
So,
that's deep.
And the thing with 50, Fifth was I love 50, by the way. Like, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of media people made him out to be an asshole. I traveled the world with this dude for 2 years. Lived in his house for like 6-7 months. This fucking dude is awesome, yo. He's brilliant. Like, I would watch the dude walk around the pond in the backyard, and I would sit there and I would just study him. And then I'll go down there and talk to him and just pick his brain and see what's going on with him. This dude is not an animal. He's actually got a huge fucking heart, and he's an incredible businessman. And he really just wants everybody around him to win. So, I think the problem with the deal was, at that time, I mean, they had sold 30 million records at GU. They were rocking. They put a record out. I think they put the M.O.P record out. And I'm not sure, but I don't think the record did so well. I think they spent about $3 million on the M.O.P record. And it sold a decent amount of copies, but if you put up $3 million and you sell $500,000, that paper don't really, it don't really work. It don't add up.
The album was hard too. It was hard too.
Yeah, right.
That M.O.P album, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was dope. It was dope, but the paper didn't really add up. And, the money was coming from the top, from Interscope, from Jimmy Iovine and them. And then this is just what I believe. Jimmy wouldn't turn over no more money to keep the company going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we but there's no bad feelings with Jay and Dame, or no bad feelings with 50 at all. In fact, anytime I see him, it's always the same shit. Like, yo, we need to finish what we started. Let's do this, let's do that. And it's just a matter of time before we actually get something else going with those dudes. But for right now, M.O.P is doing M.O.P. We appreciate 50 and Jay and Dame. They built their own house, and we appreciate the fact that they gave us the couch to sleep on, but the couch got a little too uncomfortable, so now it's time to move.